I built a lot of wealth in a short period of time, but I did not know how to protect myself. So what I built was a house of cards. It looked pretty on the outside, but there was nothing underneath it. Does that make sense? And all it took was for the wind to blow in the opposite direction, and my whole house of cards came crashing down, and I lost everything, had to start again. What you want to start creating and developing is a financial fortress in your situation. So the question you want to ask yourself is, do you have a plan to keep you, your family, your business, and your portfolio safe while growing your wealth? Who's had the outrageously joyful and gorgeous experience of losing everything and having to start again? Has anyone had that? Sucks, doesn't it? And I don't want anyone else to have to go through that. So I'm hypersensitive around people protecting themselves and their portfolio. When it comes time to building a strategy, when it comes to your structure, there's three key things, like everything else, that we want to be focusing on. One is get yourself market ready. Because if you are not ready to receive deals, what do you have to do? You sit there on the sidelines and you wave them goodbye. Who's had the experience of recognizing great opportunities? Yeah. You recognize great opportunities, but you haven't got your shit together to be able to take advantage of it. Has anyone done that before? Who's done that more than once? Right, that's a frustrating experience, isn't it? And so you've got to get your ducks in a row to be able to kind of do this. The second thing is all about levering up your leverage, right? Because if everything is just based on you, then you become the bottleneck to your own success. Has anyone felt like that they're the bottleneck to their own success because you've only got a limited amount of time or money or knowledge or understanding in a moment? Has anyone felt like that? And so there's two ways to learn in life. One is trial and error, good way to learn, painful way to learn, right? Or the other is through modeling success. Find someone who's gotten the results that you want in your life, find out how they did it and copy them. In school, we're taught that copying is cheating. In life, it's your secret to success. Does that make sense? I wouldn't be who I am or where I am if I didn't have the mentors in my life, from property to shares to crypto to relationship to spiritual teachers to all that type of stuff. Like, mentorship is a pathway to success, and I've invested millions, right, in getting the right mentors in my life. And so level up your leverage, and there's 6 different levers of leverage that you can pull on that then can remove yourself from being the bottleneck. And then finally, it's the portfolio protection protocol. In the center of all this, I believe is all about creating financial sovereignty. And what I mean by that is that, no matter what happens in the economy, no matter what dumb shit the government does, no matter what planning rules they change, and what happens, no matter what happens, lockdowns, whatever happens, that you and your family are safe and in control of your decisions for the future, and you're no longer ever again subject to the ups and downs and changes of the market. Like, you're in control. Who wants some more of that where nothing shakes you? Does anyone want some more of that? That's what I believe about creating a financial fortress in your life. Finally, it's all about the system. Getting your money, making more money for you. Do you have a system to access, analyze, and execute on quality off-market opportunities to make more profit and cash flow and accelerate your wealth? Now, question, do you think the best deals, you guys know this already, but do you think the best deals and opportunities jump on realestate.com or domain? Where have they all gone beforehand? They're off market. The best deals are always done off market. And that's where you want to be shopping when it comes to your strategies and when it comes to your opportunities. Otherwise, it's like fighting with the seagulls. Who's had the experience of having fish and chips and one chip falls on the ground? And before it even hits the ground, this flock, thousands of seagulls just descend like a plague onto this one chip. Has anyone had that experience? That's what I see a lot of people fighting for deals on realestate.com and they look like. They're all fighting for the same scraps, where the best deals were already tucked off market. And this is the same when it comes to property, when it comes to other strategies. Because I've been doing this for a long period of time, I've got my hands in a lot of pies. I've got a lot of really interesting networks. Because how do you get deals? It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. It's all about networks. And so, whether it be off-market property deals or whether it be interesting business opportunities, we've done investing in hemp farms or first independent birthing centers in Australia. We've got a hotel deal up on the beach in Caloundra at the moment. We've done a lot of interesting JV deals, lending strategies doing 15 to 25% per annum, gold-backed lending, fixed income, whole range of different stuff. Most people don't even see this because they're always done off market. But a lot of people look at those returns and the first thing they think is what? If it sounds too good to be true, then it must be. Oh, it must be high risk. High returns equals high risk. That's not accurate. It's not true. It's just a belief system that we're talking about because we're conditioned to accept, well, if we just earn 5% in the bank account, we should be happy with that. Does that make sense? But there are so many better opportunities out there. And if you can start combining different asset classes, serving different purposes to create an overarching wealth system, you can accelerate your wealth at a rate that you were never even aware of before. And this is why a lot of my clients can go and create their own financial freedom and do things like Tony within a few years, right? It's very, very possible. It's very, very doable. If you're ready to take the next step in your journey, come and follow me on Instagram at todd.polke. Send me a direct message saying 100K and you will unlock my exclusive free training video where I'll reveal the insider strategies on how to grow your wealth and achieve lasting financial independence. Thanks for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.